Hi everybody! Trying out a floral headband today. This is my first stab at something like this, so I don't know. This came in a little package of some brushes from Tarte, and then they threw in this headband, and I thought, wow, that might be a really nice decoration for my closet, and then the more I kept looking at it, the more I'm like, I want to put that on, so I did. But today I am reviewing these City Proof 24-hour eye primer and, what do they call this one specifically? Waterproof eyeshadow from NYC. It's cool to see a primer in this format. I think Tarte may have had something in a stick primer form that I've seen someone use before, but I can't really remember what it's called, and I don't have it to be able to make a direct comparison. So this one is just called Base, and this white one is called Rockefeller Center Snowflakes, and I don't have a big need for cream shadows right now, but I thought this might be a good one just to use as kind of a highlighting or spotlighting tool, like around the inner corner. And I'm going to start out talking about this one that's labeled Base, because while it appears to be nude here in the stick, it's not like a really opaque nude on the eyes. For example, this Milani Shadow Eyes in Almond Cream, that is really thick, you know, full-on color. You can't see through it. It's not sheer in the least. I don't think this is meant to be that kind of a product, but it does have kind of a light coverage on the lids. I think you might notice it neutralizing like a little bit of redness that you might have here and there, but it's not just going to be one of those mask everything, erase everything, full coverage type eye bases. But I have been using this really consistently for the past few weeks, and it does leave, you know, that little bit of a tacky feel on the lids, so I think it really grabs powder shadows well. Even certain powder shadows that I don't think have the best color payoff, this really helps them because it just has that bit of tackiness there. And the way I like to apply it is just basically draw it all across the lids and then kind of use my finger to blend it up into the crease a little bit. Also, what's nice about these jumbo sticks is that you can really easily use it on the lower lash line as well, and you could kind of prime that area if you wanted to put eyeshadow down there for a little pop of color. This is really nice for that because, again, it grabs loose shadows well, it grabs just any kind of powder. Now, there is a 24-hour staying power claim on these products, and I've got to admit I haven't kept these on my eyes 24 hours to fully prove or disprove that claim, but I do think this gives my shadows good staying power and longevity just over the course of a whole day, you know, until I'm ready to wash them off. But something very important to point out is that I don't have really oily lids. I've never really noticed a ton of oil production there. But if you've got a tendency to have really, really oily eyelids, and maybe you've tried this product, you could report below like if this held up for you or if this was no good. But for me, I think it's just worked really well because it's been that nice kind of hybrid between using a cream base from a stick or a pot or something like that that you might put on, but also the lightness of a more liquidy primer. I think this cost only around $2, maybe like $2.99 or something like that, so I am enjoying this base. I like the kind of quickness of application. You know, you don't have to squirt something out on your finger first and then put it on. You just pop open the pencil and draw it right on the lids. With this base, you know, I'm pretty much intending to put something on top of it, but this I'm kind of gauging it on its own, and even in a swatch, like rubbing across it here on my hand, it's not going anywhere. It might be fading just a little bit as I apply some pressure to it, but on my eyes, it's been really, really good because I've used it around the inner corner just as like a tear duct highlight, maybe a little on the brow bone. I'm not wearing it here today, but I just put it right around here to spotlight. Obviously not super unique in terms of the color. I mean, it's just like a frosty white shade, and the color range didn't seem to be super huge. I think they had, you know, maybe kind of a champagne color. There was something bronzy I remember seeing, but there wasn't like a whole big bunch to choose from. So that might be one downside. But all in all, these have had really good staying power for me, and I do like how the little bit of tackiness on this base does help shadows cling. So I'm not really sure what more there is to share on these, other than the fact that I've had good experiences with them. I think the base is kind of a unique thing as far as the drugstore goes anyway. I haven't seen a lot of, you know, solid stick format, just flat out bases that you could use on your eyes. Something that doesn't have a lot of color to it but is meant to solely act as a base. So if that's something you're interested in, you might want to check this out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!